Yo, what's up, everybody? Jesse, I am King Mexico, also known as Jesse Goku, and I'm here with another podcast. And it's just me solo today again. Let me center myself with my camera. No, I don't like the new setup that I don't have the current setup, the temporary setup that I have right now because my computer stopped working, so I have to use my laptop. And I had my entire setup set up to the way I wanted it on the PC, and it really sucks because I was supposed to fix the laptop to have the layout that I wanted, and I got lazy. And I stayed up all night watching Supernatural. So my bad, my bad, my bad. I just burped a little. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So today, yes, like I said, it is me solo, and the people that sent me some information online are not here right now. Not yet. We just started. It's only been a few minutes. It usually takes time for this to pick up, but whatever. For those of you that don't know, Delta HCon released an update about their the convention, about it still being on. I don't know, for those of you that don't know, Delta HCon is a anime convention in Houston, Texas. It's anime and gaming. This year it is taking place July 17th through the 19th. This is the third weekend of July. That is about one, two, three. That's about, if you count the rest of this week, it's about 6 weeks away. It's less than 6 weeks away. About 5 weeks and some change. So Delta HCon's right around the corner. There are a lot of people excited for Delta HCon because they're looking forward to it. So Delta HCon released a update. Let me go ahead and show that to y'all. We would like to let everyone know that the new requirements in place for our July 17th through 19th, 2020 show. Face coverings will be required for folks over 3 years old. Stay home if you are sick or have been around someone who has tested positive for COVID-19 in the 14 days preceding to the convention. Hygiene is very important. Remember to wash or disinfect your hands often, and especially after you touch your face covering, cough, or sneeze. We have worked with the venue as well as the city and local health department on our layout, so accommodate social distancing requirements. We will need your help to make sure everyone is practicing social distancing and wearing their face coverings at all times. We look forward to cautiously exploring this brave new world with you. So, pretty much, if you're gonna go to Delta HCon, you're considered brave and heroic, and you're all kinds of like amazing because you're willing to go and spend money on an anime convention and risk getting sick rather than, staying. And I understand there's a lot of people that are not afraid of catching the virus. It doesn't really hurt them as much as it would hurt other people. Like, there are people that live at home with their parents, or their parents live with them, and the older you are, the higher at risk you are of catching the virus and not recovering from it. Oh man, my fucking neck hurts. Oh, okay. My issue is that people were complaining about wearing masks. It's like people are going to die if their cosplay isn't perfect. Yes, I have seen the comment section. Let's go ahead and let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Let me see. I'm on Facebook. This is a lot easier on my piece on my ugh. I can't talk today. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. This is a lot easier on my desktop because I can have multiple tabs and it runs faster. I got a better processor, more RAM, all that good shit. And so I did see some of the comments for the Delta HCon. I think this is it. Okay, so here, I think this is a good one. Here we go. I'm trying to find the comment section for it. Okay, here we go. Here's the comment section. So there are 2 likes and 11 comments. That's actually pretty sad. Um, that seems. One person says that seems reasonable. Uh, oh no, one person asked. So one person asked, "Are there no exceptions to this for cosplay photo shoots? I just want cosplayers to be able to take mask off for a short period of time to take photos." Someone commented, "That seems reasonable. I suggest if you do this." Okay, so this isn't the original post. This is just someone asking for photo shoots, if they can take their mask off for a photo shoot. I guess they're trying to find out. They're a photographer. I suggest if you do this, that you do it outdoor shoots with a minimum of 6 feet between you and your model. That's basically the only way to stay safe at the moment. Better yet, consider an off-venue shoot and just go somewhere near the con with no one around. Masks are all the rage in 2020. I think pics with cosplayers and masks would be okay with everybody. This, I actually think, would probably be a good. That's actually pretty. That was a good suggestion. Like, yeah, masks. Everyone's wearing the mask, so that seems pretty. The original poster commented, "Thanks for the suggestion. It will be fine. I've been an essential worker since the start and before the pandemic, and haven't been sick. I did do a photo shoot recently and had no problems. COVID-19 is more likely to affect those that are immune compromised that are already sick. However, I take precautions like checking temperatures to make sure people are okay to shoot. Overall, my photo shoots will be fine. Time to only cosplay ninjas." That's what somebody said. I think I know who that. Yeah, I know who that is. She's kind of that person's kind of dumb. Um, Look, I'm used to having to go to conventions with tough rules for years and outfits. I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not dead yet, am I? You're going to have to be a little bit more clear with that statement because I'm actually not sure what that means. So, with Delta H-Con still proceeding full, they're still going ahead. They're still going there and they haven't changed their dates. And I'm not going to give them a lot of shit for that because they probably are not able to change their dates because with Texas trying to reopen right now, the hotel's probably not going to give them any way to they're not going to like allow the con to reschedule or cancel. They're going to without paying a penalty. So it's probably the hotel. What? Okay, there's some. Okay, so there are some comments right here. There's some comments. There are some people asking like what's going on with the con. They seem a little scared that nothing's going to happen because a lot of like they haven't announced any guests. They haven't really announced much. They haven't really said anything. The con is the con's about 5 weeks away. There isn't really anything on their website. They don't have a lot going on this year. It just seems more like a dealer's room and a couple of panels, and that's it. You know, trying to find where they were. It was probably posted on their page. So people were talking briefly about the policy for Delta H-Con. So the policy is this: they are requiring people to wear a mask. That was posted to me first. I've been trying to read some exhibitor space. Okay, here's a good one. This is about exhibitor space. I've been trying to reach someone in regards to exhibitor space, and for some reason my messages keep getting deleted. Why? Okay, here we go. Did you fill out a vendor application? Okay, I guess they're just trying to help them. It's whatever at this point. I'm trying to find, there's one particular comment that I'm trying to find where one of the staff members came forward. Okay, so here's a good one. So if we have to wear a face mask and stay 6 feet apart, will the number of allowed con attendees and passes sold be cut this year also? I mean, you do want us to social distance, right? That means the number of those you let in will be half of the number capacity to allow for that. The dealer's rooms get cramped on Saturdays and Sundays, and it will be elbow to elbow sometimes. And somebody commented, "Great question. Wondering the same thing. I feel like we aren't getting enough information." Agreed. If 6 feet apart, that means no group photos as well. That would also mean that half the number of gaming chairs and no viewing rooms. Unless there's someone wiping the limited chairs down. There's probably won't be a game room if there are. It will be very limited and probably cleaned often. I think Matsuri isn't doing theirs this year either, but honestly, I have no idea. I'm sure that they are still getting all the details worked out before letting everyone know. I kind of wish they would delay the con until September. Not only is it hot right now, but the second wave of the pandemic is hitting Texas. So what the hell does the Red Baron have to do with anything? And it has come to my attention that the Red Baron was in fact from World War One and not World War Two. I apologize for the oversight and I strive to do better in the future. What the hell does that have to do with the con? And people are fighting in the comment section. One person has said, and this person's actually a friend of mine on my actual friends. No, wait, no, they're not. I have only wear a mask for so long. If I wear a long time, I have seizures. Okay, so what this person is saying is they can't wear a mask for a long time, and if they do wear it for very long, they have seizures. Someone said, with sympathy, maybe sit this one out this year. And they replied, I'm not sitting this out this year. What? And then somebody asked, wait, what? How can a mask cause a seizure? And then somebody says, then you definitely need to sit this one out. Don't risk yourself going through a seizure. I'm still going to wear a mask. I am still going. What? I feel like I actually do need to call this person out because I think they're being kind of dumb. Hey, Tisdale Jamie, welcome to the podcast and commenting for the first time. We like to address all of our first time commenters. Oh, you already commented before. Whoops, sorry. All cons for this year need to cancel and regroup for next year because there's always going to be more and then one spike in this ride. Would you rather risk your life or a little fun? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little dyslexic. Okay, I am dyslexic, and so this girl's name is Illy Hundersmark. What? We were supposed to do a photo shoot with her for GEEKS as her Katara, and she's like really high maintenance. Like it was not. We did not have. It was not easy trying to work with her, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. And she's like very demanding. Like she made me take some of her original photos and Photoshop them, and I'm like, no, because I don't like these poses, and it's just, she's such a pain in the butt. My bigger issues, which I had more since January, is there's no one on the guest list for Delta HCon. Sure, the virus is a pain, but Delta HCon hasn't done much of anything anyway. This is true. Like that is one of the things I just said right now, that they don't have a guest list. They don't have anything going on for them right now. It's one of those things to where, what is there to look forward to besides just the dealer's room and possibly hanging out in your hotel room. Somebody said, you are a complete idiot. Such whiners. It's a pandemic. Wear the mask is to help stop spread. You're not going to die if you wear a mask, but you might die if you get spread COVID-19. Okay, so this is one of my friends complaining about wearing a mask. Or I'll skip events that require them. When I go to a con, I'm paying for the experience and enjoying myself in an enjoyable atmosphere. Delta isn't delivering an atmosphere I'll enjoy this year, so see y'all next year on the other at other events. Okay, please do not come to the Houston Expo because we will be requiring masks too. I've heard Houston Expo is enough of a mess that I've never been to in the first place, so cheers. Well, glad you never poisoned our party. People arguing in the comments section. This is gold. The comment section was shut off. Ding, ding, ding. They can't, which is a huge part of why the policy is entirely performative and observe. They can enforce it in specific panel rooms, and the convention has paid to run exclusively for the con. But yeah, good luck telling. The hotel will more than likely have a mask policy as well. Majority of the hotels do at this time. Okay, it's pretty much a clusterfuck with the Delta H Con. I don't even know where to begin with this. So there are a lot of people right now fighting on the Delta H Con group page. And right, I have really bad allergies too. I have, like, the other day I was covered in pollen and I took a cold shower and that was a big mistake. I was sneezing and had a runny nose the whole night. It sucked. I couldn't sleep. It was shit. I hated it. But, like, listen, don't get me wrong. I like Delta. I like Delta as a con. And we actually, God damn it, I'm so sorry. I accidentally rubbed this flathead on the surface of this laptop and it made like a scratching sound and it hurt. I love Delta. We love hosting panels there. We love hosting events. People love our panels. People do like our panels. People do love our panels. We host them all the time. You know, I believe we have really good panels. But here's the thing. We actually debated, like, we were debating on whether we should submit a panel and host it at Delta this year. Like, okay, what if I do karaoke? What if I submit adult karaoke just to help out? And I have, like, plastic panels and I don't, like, people can't get close to me. You know, but then I was like, okay, what about the mics? I don't have mics anymore. I'm going to have to buy new mics. But if I buy new mics, I'm going to have to constantly disinfect them. I really don't want to go through that because I would have to constantly disinfect the microphones every time someone used it. And I really don't want to book a hotel room because I really don't want to stay there. We are, like we had said, the last year at Delta was our last room party of all time. We are throwing another party because of this whole pandemic thing going on. Right, so the dating game will return to OniCon this year. So man, my fucking neck hurts. I'm sorry, guys. The dating game will return to OniCon this year. Last year I couldn't do because I had mental health issues last year. I've been having them a lot lately, so I skipped OniCon. I went for a few hours, so I could say that I attended OniCon. I mean, if you're going to Delta, if you're going to go to Delta HCon, you need to wear a mask. I'm not even going to debate that with anybody. That's not on, like, I don't want to argue with anybody. I'm just going to tell you flat out, I think everyone should wear the mask. And if we were hosting karaoke at Delta HCon, I would have forced everyone to wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, I would have kicked you out of the panel. I don't see us going to any conventions this year at all. Like, people might be like, oh, I want to go to a con. I want to go to a con. I need this. I'm not going to Delta. Like I said, as much as we love Delta, we are not going to risk the health and safety of our GEEKS 5 members. Their safety, we're not going to risk their health and safety, and we're not going to risk the health and safety of our panel attendees. See, the people make GEEKS 5 like, we do these things. Like, I'm hosting a live stream podcast. Like, it's more of a live stream discussion, but it is where I'm talking to everybody about Delta and the fucking announcement they made. We were led to believe they were going to give away masks at the con for people to wear. And now there are people protesting they don't want to wear the mask. Now, are they still giving out the free mask? How's it going to work? What about the people that are staying in the hotel that are not a part of the con? How is that going to work? Are they going to have to wear a mask because of the hotel's policy? Because you always have the non-con attendees that are staying at the hotel mingle with the con attendees. That's always going to be a thing. It's never going to stop. But, I mean, they're saying they're taking precautions. They say that the dealer's room is being fixed to where, like, you'll be able to social distance. But let's be honest, cosplayers don't social distance. They are not, like, the type to, like, stay away from each other. It doesn't work like that. Like, they will hug each other. They will run up to each other. They will... What about the room parties? Like, did they forget about the room parties? People are going to want to have room parties. That is a dumb fucking decision. I understand people want to go and have fun. I understand y'all want to let loose, but that is a stupid decision right now. The numbers are spiking. The numbers are spiking. And there are actual people doing studies on COVID-19 right now saying that we are not even in a second wave. We're still in the first wave. Some people believe that this is a second wave, and there are actual medical scientists with proof and evidence that we are still in a first wave. That's crazy. It doesn't know. Here's my point for people. There's always a dealer selling masks somewhere at the con. Get 2 or 3 of them. Wear one for a few hours. Wash it. Dry it. Repeat. You would need the mask before you went into the con. Jesus Christ. They said second wave would hit in fall, early winter. By the way, thank you, Diana, and everybody that sent me the Delta HCon information. Thank you very much. You guys have been a big help. The podcast from now on is Monday through Friday. It's possibly going to be moved to 8 p.m. because I started doing my dinosaur walk. So what that is where I put on the inflatable dinosaur costume and I go for like an hour and a half walk around my neighborhood. So that starts around 6. If I'm back within an hour, I need time to shower and, just get ready to do the podcast. So you're looking at about an 8 o'clock time start. Yeah, but if it's a yearly thing, I have like 4 masks. I have 2 that Saki Kitty sent me, and I have another one that just got here that was donated. But, I mean, if this is a yearly thing, I don't think it'll be as big of a deal next year and the year after. No, not. It's an inflatable dinosaur like the Jurassic Park one. It's not the Barney. We should have a program to see those walks. I tried to live stream it. I honestly did. But it's so difficult to hold a selfie stick and walk around as a T-Rex. So hopefully my friend will be my handler and walk with me and stream it. We'll start streaming the walks on GEEKS5 We're also going to start a Patreon. So there is one, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Anime Matsuri, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there, and I'll talk about it later as well, because since this is a live stream, people join at later times. So, we were trying to create an award from GEEKS5 like for GEEKS5 to give out to groups, organizations, businesses, individuals who are successful, who are helping the community for whatever reason, whatever. It's like an acknowledgement award. Like, hey, instead of doing like a Hall of Fame, because a Hall of Fame doesn't make any sense, it's kind of like an acknowledgement award. So we're going to call it the GEEKS5 Over 9,000 Award. So we're going to do the Over 9,000 Award. So we're actually going to start a GoFundMe, because we have 2 people that we're giving it to. I think one of them really, really deserves it, because he has gone through a lot. And he is a great individual. He's very outspoken, but He's a great individual. He's really fun to be around and talk to. I've enjoyed. I like to follow him around the cons and make him sign all my Dragon Ball Z stuff. One of the recipients we want to give it to is Chris Ayers. I don't know if Chris Ayers will ever see this, but we definitely would like to give it to Chris Ayers, the over 9,000 award. We're not going to say it's over 9,000. We're calling it the over 9,000 award. Because it's over 9,000. It doesn't fit well as an award. So we're calling it the Geeks 5 Ever over 9,000 award. Or maybe we can, if y'all have a better name, we'll take suggestions. Like the Geeks 5 Ever 5 Ever award. No, that sounds stupid. But it's definitely, we're gonna start a GoFundMe so we can afford the award. It's a really beautiful, it's a beautiful award. It's something that I'm pretty sure he'll cherish forever, considering that how it's made and what it's made from. It is really expensive, and I would like to get it, and I can, if I save up, I can afford it, I guess. But I would like, we're just trying to see if people would be willing to help. So, and the other recipient, we're going to give it to Goku Burger, because they're a local business that have been around, and they're building so much more for the community. They're working on some projects to make their business much more community friendly. So I really like what they're doing. I really like what they're trying to accomplish. I think it's really great, and they're a small local business. It's Mexican style burgers that they make. It's really cool. I like it a lot, and they're about the cosplay anime community, comic book community. So that's really cool. So we want to do that for businesses as well, as a recognition that like what we like that they're doing is awesome, and it helps lift their spirits, and it's like free advertising for them as well. So we want to do that for some local businesses as well. We won't do too many of these awards a year because they're really fucking expensive. But as far as Anime Matsuri goes, Anime Matsuri delayed their convention until the third weekend of August. And they have announced that they will be giving out free masks with the purchase of your con badge. Now, that is something I did not expect them to do. I think that is the right move. I do not like Anime Matsuri. I do not like them at all. I don't like the con. But I think it's a really smart move that they're going to give away mask with every badge. That is a good move instead of trying to sell it. And it's a custom made mask with their logo on it. So we'll hopefully around the convention time, we'll see what kind of material and how well it's put together. We'll see how everything is with their mask. Hopefully somebody that's going, can be like, I don't know. Oh, retcon. They can do some recon. I know Blastoise is going. Blastoise is going to go to the con, so he's going to be doing some recon for us. Yes, Anime Matsuri is actually doing something smart for once. Anime Matsuri is giving away free mask with their badge purchase. That is actually really smart. Like, and what they need to do. Actually, it's Godzilla looks. What? What? Oh, by the way, everybody, I apologize for the mess in my background. I called it. They probably saw the video and like, oh, that guy has a good idea. We should do that. Makes sense. Let's Geeks 5 Ever's trashing us. Let's go ahead and save face and see if we can get people on our side. They got over 400 people watch their stream. That's almost as many as us. No, you're not very late. You're not very late at all. It's only been 30 minutes. We talked a little bit about Delta and how it's a bit of a clusterfuck. I did defend Delta a little bit, saying that they probably cannot cancel or reschedule due to the hotel's restrictions and policy, and the hotel putting pressure on them. Like if they decide to cancel or postpone, the hotel is probably charging them a really big penalty fee. I believe that no cons should happen this year, especially gaming conventions. Gaming conventions are definitely worse than anime cons because you're around pinball arcades and arcade cabinets and video game consoles, and people are sharing the controllers. They're playing the same game for hours and hours on end. And people will like, they are there for hours, and they'll like sneeze on their hand and then start playing again. And that's it's really gross, and definitely like, what every Houston convention needs to do, and I've been serious about this for 3 years, although not this year, bring in Houston Pathfinders. I don't know what the hell Houston Pathfinder Society is. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to be like, yeah, bring that in. I have no clue as to what that is. And I swear to God, if you tell me it's D&D, I'm just going to stop. I do not like to play D&D. I tried to play D&D, and I just could not get into it. And it's like, oh, well, you don't have an imagination. No, I do have an imagination. I think the reason why, because I messed with the DM. I was messing with him the whole time and just ruining his game, and I kind of pissed him off. So it was kind of funny. Never been a big fan of tabletop games. Like, our friends trying to get us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, and I'm like, no, I'm not playing that. I haven't played that crap since high school. I'm not playing that crap again. I don't understand what pendulum summing is, and I don't want to know what it is. See, I prefer LARPing. I actually prefer like the sword swinging LARPing, and like our friends in Louisiana had like a much more lenient LARPing. Like, I've gotten hit in the genitals so many times. I was on the floor in pain, but it was so much fun. My LARP name was Senor Pinata. I love RPGs. I literally just got I was gonna say Vegeta. I literally got a Vita. I literally got a PS Vita just so I could play Persona 4 Golden. But this is before I find out it was on Steam. Now I definitely want to upgrade my computer so I can play it on Steam. But I love Persona 4 Golden. I love RPG video games. I like the LARP. I liked the more physical activity. Yes, I already promised y'all that I would give it a second chance. Pendulum is bullshit, though. You ain't wrong. Not want to go back to that. I don't know what it is. If someone doesn't want to play D&D, especially 5th edition, I don't even know what that is. I thought D&D was just D&D. I didn't know that we're like, I didn't know y'all did patches and software updates and the thing that they released for the PlayStation 4 games whenever they update. I didn't know there was an update 5.0 for D&D that we had to download to be able to play. I thought we just rolled some dice and slayed some monsters. I thought we were beating up a piñata. I'm not going to say what kind of piñata because I don't want to get political. But I will describe the piñata. It has orange skin and bad hair. Don't say the name. Nobody say the name. I don't want to get in trouble. Let me go ahead and look at the I'm gonna bring up my chat. Ah, damn it. What the hell? I like LARP because it's simple. Just swing a sword and you kill each other and it's fun. What the hell is 3.5 D&D? I didn't know there were updates. Like I said, I know there were updates to it. And let's move on. Anime Matsuri. I don't have a lot to say about Anime Matsuri. There isn't a lot that I can say right now, or not a lot that I really would like to talk about. I don't want to dedicate every podcast to just talking shit about them, because at this point right now, it's just beating a dead horse. I do give them props for making a smart decision for giving away the free mask with the badge purchase. If I were them, I would take temperatures at the door. Yes, it would make the traffic going into the convention much slower, but it would make it much safer. I feel Delta should do the same. Delta should take temperatures at the door before they let anybody buy a badge. Don't let anybody roam the halls if they don't have a badge. Same for Anime Matsuri. Don't let anybody into the George R. Brown Convention Center if they don't have a badge. If they're there to buy a badge, take their temperature and then allow them to buy a badge. That is, if you're trying to make it safer. I know a lot of people are going like, well, that's not fair. That's bullshit. Yes, there are people that will show up to Delta HCon. I was looking at the comment section, and they are dead set on going, and they are protesting the mask. There was one girl saying that she doesn't want to wear the mask for a long time because she has seizures. I don't understand how she gets seizures from wearing the mask. Then again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field. I don't know anything about that crap. You know, I don't even like going to the doctor because I know they're going to find something wrong. Debatable with rather I would want to go now that I know PokeFest San Antonio is going on the same weekend. I would not go to Pokemon Fest. That's outside. It's 100 degrees outside. And like weaves don't practice social distance. They will sneeze on each other. You know, like that. Achoo. 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 Pikachu. Matsuri is trying because, you know, the 20 people that still support Matsuri blindly, they need to make sure they're healthy because they will spend their entire life savings at Matsuri. So Matsuri needs to make sure they keep them healthy. So if Matsuri's smart, they won't allow anybody without a badge into the main hallways to ghost the con. Don't allow anyone to ghost the con. Yeah, but like this individual is, I don't know, high maintenance. I said her name earlier. I probably shouldn't have, but whatever. I don't care at this point because I didn't say anything bad. I just said that she's a little high maintenance and a little difficult to work with. But I think there are people that are just, they are really dead set and butthurt about going to Delta. Like you can't stop them from going to Delta. And there are some people like, well, you know, the masks are going to ruin the cosplay contest. They're going to ruin the photo shoots. Who cares? You're trying to stay healthy and safe. People would rather make a cosplay, take 2 good photos, and be on their deathbed than be safe. Yes, people will find a way to ghost AM, and AM's going to let them ghost the con. You know how easy it is to break into Anime Matsuri? You don't have to try very hard. I'm not saying do this, but if you wear a suit and tie, white collared shirt, a gold name tag, you can walk right past them into the con. Because they think you're part of the staff. How do I know? It's not like I've tried it. I actually did. When they were at the hotel in the middle of downtown Houston. Not the Georgia Brown, but the other one. It was like 7 years ago or 6 years ago. I'm not too sure. Oh, I didn't want to buy a badge. I was like, nah, to hell with that. Y'all got me messed up. I think it's just that a lot of people are making problems just for not wanting to wear a mask. For the simple fact that they're afraid it's going to ruin their cosplay. And I get it. Some people, they worked really hard on their cosplay and they would like the attention. There are a lot of people that wear cosplay for fun. And they just want to dress up and walk around and be their favorite character. There are people that are legitimately spending 100 hours a week working on a cosplay for attention. Now, if that's how they make their money, fine. Fuck it, you know. Attention is really important, especially if that is how you make your money based on views and advertisements and all that stuff. I plan on getting a custom mask printed to match my cosplay. I'll have the waifu face I've always dreamed of. LOL. But yeah, I do plan on going to AM since it was pushed. If I don't return, sell my figures. Okay, don't do that actually. Laughing my ass off. Oh, do you mean sell your figures and clear your browsing history? Because that's apparently what everybody does. I mean, you can go through mine. It's a lot of wrestling and Dragon Ball Z podcasts. A lot of YouTube, a lot of Amazon, and how to cross the border back illegally without getting caught. I didn't say that out loud. What? That is really smart, though. That is really good. I got custom masks for each cosplay. That is really smart. I applaud you for that. That is. I don't recommend that you go to any of the cons, but I do. I do. Incognito, bruh. Let's go ahead and show the. Since it's already been an hour, almost an hour, I'm going to go ahead and show what the statement from Delta HCon was again. We would like to let everyone know that the new requirements in place for our July 17 through 19, 2020 show. Face coverings will be required for folks over 3 years old. Stay home if you are sick or have been around someone who has tested positive for COVID-19 in the 14 days preceding the convention. Hygiene is very important. Remember to wash or disinfect your hands often, especially after you touch your face coverings, cough, or sneeze. We have worked with the venue as well as the city and local health department in our layouts to accommodate social distancing requirements. We need your help to make sure everyone is practicing social distancing and wearing their face coverings at all times. We look forward to cautiously exploring this brave new world with you. To answer your question, yes, there are a lot of cons still going on right now. Still going on, full on force. Our friend asked us if we wanted to go to Dragon Con. I said, hell no. I really wanted to go to Dragon Con, and I could go to Dragon Con if I really wanted to this year. Not going to happen. No, I'm not going to risk it. And people are like, well, the numbers for COVID-19 are exaggerated. Those were what's the word I'm looking for? Like predictions. That's not the actual word I'm looking for, but whatever. They're kind of like, if we didn't do anything, these would be the numbers. But we did something. And so we're not at those numbers, and that's a good thing. Really, where? Where, actually, I would like to know. Because they're stupid. I guess because I'm in Houston, my main focus is Delta and Matsuri. I don't know that much about San Japan right now, because San Japan is currently going through a new management shift. Because, just for the record, Pros is the owner of San Japan. Just because he's not in charge of it doesn't mean he still doesn't own the con. Yes, what he said was out of context. Yes, what he said was bad and it was taken out of context, but at the same time, he shouldn't have said that. And he shouldn't have apologized just because he got caught. But we're not going to go into that. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's rough. I'm sorry. Projections, my guy. Damn. Why you gotta say it like that? You made me look stupid. Yeah, I know, but it's one of those things to where like, do I recommend anyone goes? No, I really don't. Wow, I'm so glad I didn't go. I don't think the numbers are exaggerated. Clubs in Montrose opened at a percentage capacity and immediately closed in the next week because a majority of clubbers in the space had contracted COVID-19. Yeah, I'm so fucking glad I didn't go. And that makes me not want to go out anymore. I mean, there's what can be said about Delta and their decision to go? I truly believe Delta is being forced to go by the venue because the state is trying to reopen. The hotel is probably trying to be open. reopen. So they have a limited capacity. And they're like, well, since we are reopened now, we are taking gas. We are not. Like, if you want to reschedule, if you want to cancel, we are going to charge you X amount of money. And they do charge a lot of money. It's like, oh, well, they're only going to charge like a couple $1,000s, like $5,000. No, they will charge you like 75% of what the venue costs. Like, or they'll charge you the whole amount. Hotels will get their money. They will try to force their money. So they will screw you over in the event something happens. But I mean, I think Delta is just being forced to play along. I think that's the only reason why. Because even Matsuri was able to postpone. And the George R. Brown is probably a little bit more lenient with it than the hotel. And I have friends that are legitimately excited for Delta, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why they are, and I know other people are excited for it. Like, oh my God, Delta, but I don't want to wear a mask. And my friends that are protesting the mask, look, I love some of my friends, I really do, but they're dumbasses. And I really wish nobody, look, I'm not saying don't go to Delta. I really wish y'all wouldn't go to Delta, but I don't want Delta to suffer. But at the same time, it's a no-win situation. Like, no matter what happens, no one's going to win. I guarantee you someone's going to catch the virus at Delta. It's one of those situations to where how do you approach this? Where do you go? I mean, Matsuri's trying too. I mean, we've given him so much shit for being stupid. I guess people were like getting back to them. I don't know if y'all were like going in there and trolling them and commenting, but they are giving away their masks for free if you buy the badge. And if I were them, I would not allow anybody to ghost the con. Like, you don't have a badge, we're going to take your temperature. You don't have a badge, you can't get in. Like, you need a badge, and we need to take your temperature before you buy a badge. Delta should do the same thing. If I were Delta, I would not allow anybody without a badge to get inside. And if you're going to buy a badge, I would take your temperature, because that is the biggest way to tell if somebody has it or not, because they're running a fever. But it's like, you don't show symptoms, and it's really difficult because some people could have it, but they won't show symptoms for like until 14 days after they've come into contact with it. So there's just so many like gray areas and loopholes and issues that they should be allowed to cancel the con. If Delta cancels their con this year and offers everyone refunds, I will do everything in my power to come up with great panels, events, and whatever. I will promote the shit out of them. And I will help them make it the greatest con of all time. And we will even throw a big ass party for everybody if they don't happen this year. But honestly, I don't like how this is going. I don't like where this is going. I don't like how this is being treated. Like, it's not a big fucking deal by a lot of the fucking community. People would rather go out and to the con and be stupid. But it's not my place to say. I don't want anyone going to Delta or Matsuri on behalf of Geeks 5 ever. I don't want that. I don't want anyone going, so I'm not going to ask anybody. I already don't approve of Blastoids going to Matsuri. Like, he said he would retcon for us. He would do some recon for us. But I really don't like that, and I don't approve of it 100%. He can go and check it out. He's going to go anyway, so he's going to check it out for us. But it's honestly like, I don't want anyone to go just to help us out. And I appreciate everybody helping us out. I really do. Y'all have no idea. I appreciate it a lot. But it is one of those situations to where, you know, we are not doing anything this year. This year for us is over. We were going to submit panels for OniCon. That's definitely not happening. I said that if things didn't get better by July, then we would not submit anything for OniCon or San Japan. No, I know. I'm sorry. A lot of people like our panels, and I'm really sorry, everybody, that we're not doing anything this year. But it is for the. It's not just. It wasn't just a decision that I came upon. Like, we had all the people, like, we had the group members come together and make a decision as a group. And we decided as a group that we weren't doing anything this year. Like, no OniCon. If things didn't get better, definitely no OniCon. If things didn't get better by May, no Delta. Matsuri was not even mentioned. Let's just put that out there. Matsuri didn't even come up. No one is allowed to go to Matsuri and represent Geeks Forever. I can't stop the other staff members because everyone is like, they're allowed to go and work with other groups and do, like, it's kind of like freelance around here. You're allowed to work with other groups and do projects with other groups, and you know, you don't have to be full-time Geeks Forever, but you are not allowed to represent Geeks Forever at Anime Matsuri. You can represent yourself or other groups. I can't stop you because you're not paid in Geeks Forever. This is a voluntary thing. Once we start making money, once we start selling stuff, then I'll start paying them. Then they will be exclusive. But until then, they are allowed to do other projects. And hopefully, if they can be successful and use Geeks Forever as a push or a nudge, then yes, go for it. But we decided as a group that no, definitely no Texas Renaissance Festival this year. At Texas Renaissance Festival, we're not really known as Geeks Forever. We're just a group of people that have a bounce house. Okay, I couldn't find the info, but I know someone shared it on their Instagram that 2 cons is happening in the U.S. We just got to be safe out there, my guy. We have to mask up, wear gloves, keep monitoring our own health, and sanitary. I have just as much fear as the next person, but realistically, we aren't able to stay in our houses forever. I can totally respect those who are still going to stay at home, though. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. We have to leave the house to grocery shop, and you know, you can't grow hair like this and not buy a bottle of specific kind of conditioner and shampoo. But I order most of my stuff now on Amazon, and I went to a restaurant for the first time and I was very uncomfortable and I didn't like it, and that's just not going to happen again anytime soon. I'm definitely not going to Walmart anymore. I wear a mask everywhere I go. I wear goggles everywhere I go as well. I wear a mask. I have my Star-Lord mask that I wear sometimes out in public. I go for my jogs in my dino costume, which I'm going to start live streaming hopefully on the page. I ask people not to get near me unless they're wearing a mask, because people will ask me for pictures. But yes, we can't stay at home forever, but at the same time, I'm not going to put myself at risk by going to a convention, especially a convention to where it's already known that the people that go don't respect personal space and hygiene. Yeah, I don't think I could go to a restaurant with open food served to me. I would feel uncomfortable too. Yeah, I felt really uncomfortable. Oh no, it's not. Sweating in it, you'll probably damage it. So I wear it to the stores, and that's it. I wear it inside the stores. I don't wear it outside in the heat. Yes, I was looking at that earlier today. That's where I saw one of the. That's where I saw the one. Like your tag of me on that post is what helped me see one of the staff members make a statement about It's not. I saw it on my phone. It's not coming up on my laptop. Oh my god! Since you tagged me, 100 people have tagged me on 100 other things. I'm always getting tagged and shit. Do me a favor, tag me again because I can't find it on my notification. I saw it earlier, but I've been tagged on 100 different things since then. It's just a little. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to try to find exactly what I'm looking for sometimes. Yeah, no, I was looking at that earlier, and it's gonna be pretty bad. Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. But so it's one of those things to where I don't know. It sucks really. Honestly, it's pretty bad all around. Um, but tomorrow we go back to our regular podcast. Today was a bit of a, like I said last week. My computer stopped working, and it's been a rough week. Hmm. And I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. He mentioned me again on the. Let's see. That's what I was looking for. With my PC no longer working, it's been really really rough. Trying to get the laptop set up once again because we haven't used the laptop in a couple months. It's been mostly the PC. So, oh yeah, no, that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, we were looking at some of the. I think yeah, because we talked about a lot of this in the very beginning. A lot of people are upset right now with the con itself. Here's one. I think it's time for an official update. Only 5.5 weeks until the con. No guests have been announced, and it's my understanding that things have gotten worse in the past 2 weeks. I'd like to see y'all schedule, not cancel. Oh no, I'd like to see y'all reschedule, not cancel. As a vendor, I'm anxious to find out what is going on as well. Hopefully, we'll hear an update soon. This is what I got when I finally heard back from someone a couple weeks ago. Hi there, this is the head of cosplay contests. I am messaging you to say that as of right now, the core staff are still in primary good health. The convention is still tentatively continuing. There is a possibility of cancellation if the hotel is unable to house the convention due to COVID restrictions. Although as of this time, we on the convention side do not know what the status will be in the month to come, but we will post as soon as there are any changes. That right there is actually good to know. So that's also bad to know that they aren't even sure what the hell is going on anymore. So that just goes to show you that because of this whole thing, they're not even fully sure if they can go on. They're not 100% sure they can go on. Because if the hotel, it's all on the hotel. And that just adds strength to my comments saying that I think it's the hotel really making them. Y'all do realize that rescheduling means you're not getting a 2020 con at all. All cons have been pushed to 2021 and beyond. And I don't mean to sound mean, but my own con is up in the air since we don't know the state of the world early next year. Oh, so the blah, 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 blah. I have a table. I have a table, and I'm also worried. So right now, and this was the head of cosplay messaging a vendor, and the head of vending posted a comment on one of these statuses saying that they were working really hard to make sure people were practicing social distancing. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a clusterfuck. I don't think they're rescheduling because of the hotel. The hotel is really forcing them to keep going forward. Because the hotel is, if they reschedule or cancel, because they have a contract. They're under a contract with the hotel. And the hotel is the only one that can approve their cancellation or reschedule. They can do it, but they have to pay a really big fine. People thought Akon was bad last year when they moved locations and didn't update people on dates. This year is like, hold my beer. It is. There is a lot going on. I don't think it's Delta's fault. I think it's mostly the hotel. I think Delta is trying to be as safe as possible without having to pay $100,000 to the hotel for rescheduling or canceling to next year. Anyway, Matsuri, they were probably able to weasel their way out of it by just postponing it without paying a fee. So you got to understand, like, it's not so much the con's fault, it's more the hotel's fault not being lenient with cancellations or because they're probably like, oh, well, we could have given that weekend to somebody else and we could have made a lot of money and now we're going to lose money. So you need to pay us for the money that we would have earned. By the way, there's an anime called A Certain Magical Scientific Anime. It's called A Certain Magical Scientific Anime, or is interested in watching them. The anime sucks. Just putting it out there, sucks. Oh, no, that is gonna happen. You already know it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna get kicked out or arrested over the mask. I already see it in the comment section. You don't even have to, like, they're already fighting in the comment section right now. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad because it's not just the con itself that's bad. People are gonna have room parties and it's gonna be horrible. And I'm telling you right now, someone's going to walk out of that stupid convention. Someone's going to walk out of that stupid convention with the virus. Because of the room parties. And I guarantee you it's not going to be the con's fault. It's not going to be like a cosplayer's fault. It's not going to be like the con's going to try everything they can to stop this. But people are going to be at the hotel room parties drunk off their asses. Not wearing masks. Not practicing social distancing. Vomiting. Just coughing and sneezing on each other, just being way too close, just because they're drunk and they don't know better. Yeah, I can see it happening. And I'm sorry that I know a lot of people are like, no, you're wrong. No, it's true. People are like that when they're like intoxicated, and it's just you're not in a right state of mind. So unfortunately, it is one of those situations to where you'll see 50 people in handcuffs drunk. Yes. That's on a normal con. So, going to Delta H Con this year, going to any con for us this year is, I can promise you this, if things don't get better by August, we are not going to any cons. And if things don't get better by November, we're not even going to UshiCon next year. You're going to see people drunk, not wearing masks, running around. Here come the cops, and then they're going to be like, fuck the police. Then they're going to get arrested, and then they're going to be like, fighting with the cops. It's gonna be. I don't want to be right, but I'm not a betting man, but I would bet on those odds. That's just Friday night. Exactly. Then you got Saturday when people are kicking into overgear. Oh no, we got one night left. We gotta accomplish all of our goals. We came here for this, that, and that, and that. I'm not leaving until I get it. Yes, it is sure looking that way. I guarantee you that someone is going to catch the fucking virus because they went to a room party. Everyone that's in that room party. Whoa, breaking news. 15 people in a hotel room to drink have now all tested for COVID-19. They are now passing it like a damn STD. It's just not safe right now. Yes, the Delta HCon staff members obviously will wear a mask no matter what. It would make the con look really bad if they're not wearing a mask and they're enforcing the mask rule. So that is a PR play. Like AIDS. There's a lot going on with the con. Matsuri's no better. Matsuri's definitely no better. The only reason why they're doing better right now, they're doing better this because they announced that they're going to give away the mask with them. That is the one thing that I've given them good, like, oh wow, that was smart. That was good for you. That's the only time that I've praised them is where they announce, oh, we're going to give out something that you all need for free. I'm trying to look at something. Yeah, no, it's the only time I'm gonna like give Matsuri any credit. Normally, so with Delta, it's just it's not gonna end well. I'm sorry. Hopefully, this con plague versus COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen, the main event: con plague funk versus COVID-19, and COVID-19 takes the L. Like, there are a lot of people that get sick during it. Oh, no, I have post-con sickness. No, you were at the con, someone was sick, and you caught their damn sickness. I also heard that the hotel would charge 2 times the amount, and because it's COVID. So the way it works is the hotel will charge a penalty fee depending on what's in the contract. So they can't charge more. They have a contract, so they can't charge more than what they would originally charge for the penalty. But it is one of those things to where Delta HCon's under a contract and they have to go through with this. And if they can find a way to get out of it, they will. But as of right now, there is no way for them to get out of it. It's in the hotel's hands, and I think the hotel is going to screw over Delta HCon. The hotel is making this seem bad on Delta's part. And no amount of people wanting to go and have fun is going to change my mind because it is really dumb. Well, guys, that's all I got to talk about today. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow will be the regular podcast. Sock Kitty, Senor Oliver, and Jen, the voice actress, will be back. Hopefully. Our podcast streaming schedule from this point forward is Monday through Friday at 8. Hopefully I can live stream my dino walks through the neighborhood. And we are going to start a GoFundMe and a Patreon, so just look out for that. It's going to help us out. We're going to give out an award for GEEKS. It's going to be called the Over 9,000 Award, and we have 2 recipients. One of them is Greg Ayers. The other one is Goku Burger here in Houston, Texas. Actually, they're in Porter, Texas. Chris Ayers, though, I think out of anyone that deserves it, he does. And it would be a recognition to the community showing some sort of appreciation towards him and everything he's done. So we are going to start a GoFundMe because the awards are expensive, but they are beautiful. They're amazing. And we'll even show you what they look like. All right, guys.